pig dialed the video engine's phone and said, "Hello?
Little frightened wolves with the trembling chins, let me come in."
No, no, no. By the hair on our chins, we will not let you in. Not for all the tea leaves in our China teapot.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down.
So he huffed.
And he puffed and he puffed.
He huffed. But the house didn't fall down. But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. He bought some dynamite, laid it against the house, lit the fuse, and...
The house blew up.
The three little wolves only just managed to escape. Their fluffy tails scorched.
Something must be wrong with our building materials.
We have to try something different.
But what?
Just then they saw Flamingo coming along the road pushing a wheelbarrow full of flowers.
Please, will you give us some of your flowers? With pleasure.
And he gave them lots of flowers. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of flowers.
Come on in! One wall of marigolds, one of daffodils, one of pink roses, and one of cherry blossoms. The floor is a carpet of daisies, and the ceiling is made of sunflowers. There are water lilies in the bathtub and buttercups in the refrigerator. It is a very fragile house and sways in the wind, but it is very beautiful.
Just then the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of flowers that the three little wolves had built.
He rang the blue bell at the door and said,
Little frightened wolves with the trembling chins and scorched tails, let me come in.
No, no, no. By the hair on our chins, we will not let you in. Not for all the tea leaves in our China teapot.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down.
But as he took a deep breath, ready to huff and puff, he smelled.
The soft scent of the flowers. It was fantastic. And it smelled so good, he took another breath, and then another.
Instead of puffing and puffing, he began to sniff. He sniffed deeper and deeper until it was quite filled with a fragrant scent.
His heart grew tender, and he realized how horrible he'd been. Just then, he decided to become a big, good pig. He started to sing and to dance the tarantella.
At first, the three little wolves were a bit worried. It might be a trick.
But soon they realized that the pig had truly changed. They came running out of the house.
They started playing games like pig pong,
And Piggy in the middle.
and when they were all tired, they invited him into the house.
They gave him tea and strawberries and wolfberries, and they asked him to stay with them as long as he wanted.
The pig accepted,
And they all lived together